Hello students, hope you all are fine. Welcome to new session, class 7. Today I will be teaching you science and we will start with chapter 1, nutrition in plants. Now let us discuss what is nutrition. Nutrition is the process of taking food by an organism and its digestion, absorption and utilization by the body. You have already studied nutrition in previous classes, and you know that nutrition is very important for the survival of all living beings. In this chapter, we'll study nutrition in plants. There are two modes of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Now, let us discuss autotrophic mode of nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which organisms make its own food from simple substances like carbon dioxide, water, and minerals present in the surrounding is called autotrophic nutrition. And these organisms which have autotrophic mode of nutrition, they are called autotrophs. For example, green plants. Green plants are called autotrophs because they make their own food. Now let us discuss heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, organism cannot make its own food from simple substances, but obtains ready-made food made by green plants, directly or indirectly. And these organisms which have heterotrophic mode of nutrition, they are called heterotrophs. For example, non-green plants and animals. They all have heterotrophic mode of nutrition because they cannot make their own food. They have to depend on green plants directly or indirectly. Now next topic is photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means to build. Thus photosynthesis means building up by light. We know that green plants can make their own food. So the process of making food by the green plants in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, minerals and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Now let's discuss requirements for photosynthesis. First is water and minerals. Water and minerals are absorbed by the roots of the plants from the soil through the process of osmosis. Water and minerals are transported to the leaves and other parts of the plant by xylem vessels, which run like pipes throughout the roots, stems, branches, and leaves. Next is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is taken by the leaves with the help of tiny pores present on them. These tiny pores are called stomata, and these pores are surrounded by guard cells. These guard cells control the opening and closing of the stomata. Next requirement is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is already present in the leaves. Chlorophyll is the green pigment present in the green colored bodies of the leaves. These green colored bodies are called chloroplast. Next is sunlight. Green plants synthesize food in the presence of sunlight, and chlorophyll trap the sunlight and convert it into chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis. And the chemical energy is stored in the form of carbohydrates. The process of photosynthesis can be represented with the help of following equation. 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will give glucose and oxygen. Next is importance of photosynthesis. Can you imagine the earth in the absence of photosynthesis? No. Why? Because photosynthesis enables the green plants to make their food. And if there will be no photosynthesis, there would not be any plant on earth. And the survival of all animals in the world, directly or indirectly, depends upon the food made by the plants. Oxygen is also essential for the survival, which is produced in the process of photosynthesis. So plants also maintain balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen with the help of photosynthesis. There are mainly three types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. First is saprotrophic nutrition, second parasitic nutrition, and third one is symbiotic nutrition. It is also known as symbiosis. Saprotrophic nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, plants obtain their nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter of plants and animals. Plants which use saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprophytes. The roots of saprophytes contain organisms called fungi. The fungi secrete digestive juices on the dead and decaying matter and convert it into liquid that is used as a nutrient by the non-green plants. And these non-green plants like fungi and mushrooms, they are called saprotrophs. Another kind of nutrition is parasitic nutrition. In this nutrition, in this mode of nutrition, some plants live in or on the body of other living organisms and they derive their ready-made food from them. Examples Cuscuta and Mistletoe. The plant Cuscuta, which obtains the ready-made food, is called a parasite, and the organism from whose body the food is obtained is called the host. There are mainly two types of parasitic plants: partial parasitic and total parasitic. Cuscuta is a total parasitic plant, and mistletoe is a partial parasitic plant. Next mode of nutrition is symbiosis, the association in which two different types of organisms live and work together for their mutual benefits is called symbiosis. For example, lichen. Lichen are amazing forms of life and actually composed of two distinct organisms, algae and fungi. Algae contain chlorophyll and make their food. The fungi share the food made by the algae, and the fungi in return provide protection, water, and mineral to the algae. So, in this way, they both are getting benefit from each other. So, this type of mode of nutrition is known as symbiosis. Next is special mode of nutrition. In this type of nutrition, plants they make their food, but they eat insects for fulfilling their nitrogen requirements. For example, pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. These plants they trap the insect and they digest the insect to fulfill their nitrogen requirements. Now next we'll discuss replenishment of nutrients in the soil. We know that plants absorb the minerals, especially nitrogen from the soil. So there is depletion of nitrogen in the soil. This is the reason why we add manures and fertilizers, because these manures and fertilizers add nutrients to the soil. These nutrients need to be added from time to time. Rhizobium bacteria living in the nodules of roots of leguminous plants enrich the soil with nitrogen, and this is a natural way of replenishing the soil with nitrogen.